Crystal Ball music.
Yeah, it's Mr. Cardi.
It's simply magical.
DJ Tuss. I want you right now. I need you right now. I want you right now. I need you right now.
Hi everyone, welcome to Writey Things with me, your host Missy Turner. The segment where I talk about life stuff and write stuff. So basically just telling you guys about my week and letting you know what's been going on with me and, you know, talking about stuff in my writing journey and what I've learned so far. It's Friday the 13th, spooky, so probably lots of good cult classics on TV this week. I'm looking forward to that. Freddy is like one of my favorite villains. I just think he's super hilarious as a villain, though. I know that sounds crazy, but those of you who fear Freddy, I find him hilarious. All right, so let's talk about what the segment's going to be about. It's a new month, okay, and I'm introducing a new author and her new book, which I have not started reading yet, but I'm going to share the synopsis with you guys. We're going to talk about it, and then, you know, when I read it, we will, you know, I'll let you know what I like, what I didn't like. And guys, it's a romance. For those of you who like romance, I think it's like an action-y romance from what I'm getting. Okay, let's start with our quote for the week. Okay. All right, quote for the week is from Henry David Thoreau, and he says, "How vain is it to sit down to write when you have not stood up to live?" Just kind of deep. A lot of people say writers write what they know. So I guess if you haven't really experienced life, what are you going to write about? I guess you just make it up as you go along or whatever. That would be the case. All right. Highs and lows for the week. All right. Well, I'm going to do this a little differently this week. I'm not going to talk about my highs and lows. I know you guys I've been telling you guys I've been going through some personal issues and, you know, struggles or whatever. So I'm just gonna come clean and we're gonna talk about it. Initially, I didn't want to discuss this. I just felt like I wasn't ready to talk about it. But the reason I'm doing it is because so much has happened and there's so many people I want to say thank you to publicly, so that you guys know that, you know, I'm grateful for everything that you're doing. So here's the situation. I'm going through a divorce. I've been going through a divorce since about April, okay? And October, somewhere there, late October, my husband physically abused me, okay? Like, he beat me up, basically. And when it happened, I didn't really want to talk about it. I mean, my family knew what was happening, but I didn't really feel comfortable, you know, telling people what was happening. It was just like this big secret that I didn't wanted, you know, I just identified myself as an abuse victim, when really I should have probably identified myself as an abuse survivor, domestic abuse survivor. And it took a toll, you know. Things got really hard, you know. The police were called, and, you know, he hasn't been home for this big amount of time, and it's been hard, okay? Let's just say that. Like, you know, sometimes he will try and help out or whatever, but like financially it's been really difficult. Okay, and it's been rough. I was forced to tell the school even when I wasn't ready to, because, you know, we've had bad weather. I know you guys have seen it's been raining and stuff. My kids' school is kind of like a walk away. So if it's raining and we have to walk, they get wet, they get sick, they're kids, you know. So it's been hard, and they were home for a bit and the school was getting concerned. So in that respect, I was forced to tell them. I didn't want to, but I was forced to. At some point, I started opening up to the people in my life, my friends, and letting them know what was happening. And this surprising thing happened. And this is why I'm telling you this story. I don't want to make it about him and what he did, because what he did was messed up, okay? For sure. But it's actually about you guys, like the people who supported me. Because it was like an overwhelming show of support. You know, people have been calling to check. My friends actually came to visit, and they were like, "You don't have any money?" And they had like a little whip round, and they all went into their wallets and took out whatever was there. And it was you guys have been really supportive, and I just want to take this time to say thank you, okay? So I'm gonna go through the names real quick of everybody I want to say thank you to. I hope I don't miss anyone out. Tinda, my Uncle Tom, my cousin Zodwa. Okay. Thank you guys for the support and the love. My cousins, Noku, Zandi, my friends, Veronica, Elsie, Tyrone, Masonda, Mwila, Namkale, Wandwe, which is weird because Wandwe has been going through his own personal thing. He just lost a parent, but somehow that, you know, him and his family still found time for me, you know, and his girl, and it was all very supportive. The biggest support though has come from like my mom and my brother. My brother calls like every night just to make sure I'm okay, and he'll sit there and chat with me for hours and hours till he cheers me up. And my mom calls every day too, you know, well, when she can, and you know, we talk. So I just wanted to say thank you. You know, it's been a lot, and even when it was like so hard, like so financially hard, like this morning one of my friends just like messaged me this message, and he was like, hey, I'm sending you some cash, hope it helps. And I just want to say a big thank you, especially with my brother. He's also stepped up to help. So that being said, that's my life stuff. We should probably get off that before I start crying. I know you can hear it in my voice. It's coming. You know, I'm super soft. But I just want to say thank you to you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Let's talk about our laughs for the week. Because I have some, surprisingly, found time to laugh with all this going on. All right. Shout out to Nyemba Membe, Phil Estrada, Heather, Nicole, and Tanya Richardson, Sangwani Ngambi. You guys made the cut this week. Awesome pictures. Thank you for giving me a laugh. Here are my laughs.
So girl, vibe with me, I be feeling your style. I don't care if you with your man, ride with me when we going downtown. I'ma swear you know who I am, Comfortable, go take it slow, fast forward, take it off. A minute all day, all night, you can take all of my time, girl, give me that. If you with it, I'll be Optimus Prime, we'll be transformed when I grind.
Okay, this month we're going to be talking about a book called Justice Burning by April Erwin. And it's a romance, like I hinted, those of you who love romances, but it's also kind of action-y because there's stuff going on in there. So let's look at the picture of April Erwin, her book cover, and her writing tip for you writerly people out there. You know, learn some stuff. Hey, okay, let's do that, and then we'll talk about the book in a second. So here we go, April Erwin, you guys.
You the best in the club, shawty, you the best in the club, shawty, you the best in the club, shawty, you the best in the club. So girl, vibe with me, I be feeling your style. I don't care if you with your man, ride with me when we going downtown. I'ma swear you know who I am, Comfortable, go take it slow.
Okay, so now, what is this book about? Justice Burning, okay? Here's the synopsis. I'm going to read it to you guys, and then, you know, we'll go from there. All right. Widowed fire investigator Aidan McLeod is determined never to fall in love again. But when he meets Morgan Darrow, a counselor and a graphologist, he may have to change his mind, and soon, because Justice, Missouri is being terrorized by an arsonist, and it's up to Aidan to stop him before someone ends up dead. Yeah? Drama and love. Who doesn't like that? Okay? So we're going to read a bit about this book, and then, okay, we're going to read it first, okay? And then we'll talk about it and see what's happening with that. This is a very short episode of Writey. I think pretty much covered everything apart from my, yeah. So, April Erwin, you guys, all her information is going to be at the end of the segment. Check it out. And if you are interested in reading this book, I'll give you the links. Amazon, obviously, so that's one. Let's see, what else? Metal Swan Portal is out. I actually had a question from an I think a fan, also maybe a fellow author. They asked me about the Metal Swan Portal. Sometimes I say Metal Pig Portal, and they were asking, well, why do you keep going back and forth? Are you not sure what it's called? And I said, oh, I'm sorry. Initially, the book was called The Metal Pig Portal, but I changed it. I had to change it to a swan technicalities. Let's just leave it at that. So sometimes I might get confused. It's actually Metal Swan Portal. It's out. Go check it out, guys. It's Friday. Let's do some Friday things. And once again, I just want to say thank you, my friends and my family, for taking care of me. You know, even when I didn't have the strength to stand up myself, you guys lent me yours, and I love all of you. Thank you. I'll check you guys next week on Writey Things. We're going to talk about this book a bit more. Let's see what's happening then. And if you have any questions, of course, message me on Facebook and Twitter and wherever. Email me, whatever. Alright? Have a great weekend. Be safe. I'll see you next time on Writey Things.